A family shares their grief in public for the first time. Their son was riding his bike home from work when he was struck by a hit-and-run driver. The details about the car that killed him.
A local hospital worker charged with stealing the identity of dying patients. How he's accused of taking advantage of those vulnerable San Diegans for his own benefit.
And the big changes for thousands of students as they finally head back to school.
ABC 10 News at 6 starts now.
And that was my baby on the road alone. So that part's hard.
For the first time, family members of a cyclist struck and killed in Oceanside are sharing their grief. Police are still searching for the hit-and-run driver. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. New at 6, the family tells our ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen the young man was riding home from work when he was killed.
It's a heartache.
A stepfather and mother grieving days after a devastating phone call informing them of the death of their son, Jackson Williams.
Shock and I just hyperventilated.
Around 11:30 Thursday night along Oceanside Boulevard, just west of the 5, the 27-year-old Williams was on his bike, headed home from his server job in Oceanside when police say he was struck from behind. He suffered head trauma and died at the scene. Witnesses saw a dark-colored vehicle, possibly a Nissan Versa Note, leaving the area. Williams' mother, Sabrina Williams.
There's a responsibility of, what you just did and not leaving somebody alone, and that was my baby on the road alone. So that part's hard.
And then, just trying to be cool. Ooh.
Sabrina calls her son
very free spirit, loving, generous heart.
A kind soul known for helping the homeless, whether giving them money or just having a talk.
He just wanted to help the struggling. He wanted people to experience life in a good way.
Sabrina says Jackson rode his bike everywhere.
That was his mode of transportation.
He didn't own a car.
When he moved from Phoenix to the San Diego area 7 years ago, he made the trip on his bike. On Thursday, while on a bike, his young life cut short. His family now making an appeal for tips.
Please come forward and help us, find justice for Jackson.
He was kind, and we just hope that other people will honor him in the same way and come forward.
Be that way with others.
And be that way with others.
Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
Investigators do say car parts left at the scene likely point to a black 2014 to 16 Nissan Versa Note hatchback. Anyone with information is asked to call Oceanside Police.
A local hospital worker has been charged with stealing the identity of dying patients in order to get their pandemic-related benefits. ABC 10 News reporter Adam Rakusin has been gathering the information. He reveals how investigators say they caught the thief.
That traffic stop led to a search of a home and eventually uncovered this scheme. Court documents show that there were 4 people involved, including a former Scripps Health employee. Here's all the things that he's been charged with. The government says that Matthew Lombardo was a patient financial services representative. According to the court documents, Lombardo would access confidential patient health care information through his employer's information network and distribute this information to 3 others. The court documents say Lombardo and Conrad Pecos exchanged dozens of text messages discussing patient information. The document says in one text message in August of last year, Lombardo texted Pecos the true name, date of birth, social security number, and address of a patient and wrote, "This guy died a few hours ago. How many names do we need? I'll check for more. Just got here." Court records say that same day, Lombardo texted information for another patient, adding, "Maybe he's too old, likely on his way out soon." The government says that went on until the state changed the way it handles those claims. I reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office, but they haven't commented on this case. In a statement to ABC 10 News, a spokesperson for Scripps Health wrote, "Mr. Lombardo was a patient services specialist employed by Scripps Health on an as-needed basis from May 2019 to April 2021. He was terminated in April of 2021 for cause. Scripps takes its responsibility for protecting patient privacy very seriously and is cooperating with the government investigation." I reached out for an attorney listed for Lombardo but have not heard back. Pecos attorney Vic Monder told me that he can't comment at this time, and we either have gotten a no comment or haven't heard back from attorneys for the other 2 people involved. Adam Rakusin, ABC 10 News.
Adam, thank you. Parents are pushing back against mask mandates at schools. In the last 2 hours, members of the group Let Them Breathe, they protested outside the Carlsbad School District. Now, this group says it is suing the state because of these mask requirements. 3 North County school districts reached out to the California Department of Public Health last week to give fully vaccinated students the option of wearing masks. The American Academy of Pediatrics says that everyone should wear a mask in school no matter their vaccination status.
A South Bay man died this week in county jail. Today, the sheriff's department said Saxon Rodriguez was found in medical distress yesterday morning. Staff tried to save him, but he died. Rodriguez was 22 years old from Chula Vista. He'd been arrested last week on charges of assault with a deadly weapon and indecent exposure. Rodriguez is the 7th person to die in custody this year in San Diego. Just 3 weeks ago, state lawmakers voted to do an audit of inmate mortality rates. A Union Tribune investigation found that San Diego had the highest jail mortality rate of California's largest counties.
Businesses along the border, they are going to feel the economic squeeze a little while longer. Today, the federal government extended border restrictions with Mexico and Canada for at least another month. Our ABC 10 News reporter Leah Pizzetti shows us the impact this will have on our economy.
Once again, the Department of Homeland Security is extending their restriction on who can cross the border. They're citing the Delta variant, saying they want to control the spread. There once was a time when Coqueta and San Ysidro was flooded with customers.
It was really busy.
But these days,
As you can see, it's empty. There's no people buying nothing, and it's hard to keep the store, coming through and going through because there's no people.
this because non-essential travel is banned at the border, a restriction that has been extended over and over through the past year. This means only U.S. citizens and people traveling for work, school, or government business can pass. Timothy Moreno says this leaves many of his family members unable to visit here, and he says the news that the restrictions now goes through August 21st does not seem real.
That's why they're saying every month. So it's hard to believe that in 1 month it's going to be reopening again, and I don't think so. But we still have the wish of this can go through.
And this business is not alone.
I represent 650 businesses at the world's busiest land border crossing. 197 of them have had to close their doors for good.
Jason Wells, executive director for the San Ysidro Chamber of Commerce, says almost 2,000 people have lost jobs because of the border closures. He's asking the government for specific metrics that need to be met for the borders to completely reopen, hoping to help businesses like Coqueta.
It's hard to realize that this is the reality now, and it's hard to accept.
Trying to survive with most of their customers unable to cross. Leah Pizzetti, ABC 10 News.
Many homeowners in the city of San Diego could see a big jump in their sewer rates. This week, the city council decided to vote on the rate hike in September. Rates for single-family homes would go up 17% next year. They would jump another 14% over the following 3 years. However, rates for most businesses, condominiums, and apartments would go down. Supporters of the plan say it's been too long since the last review and rates got out of whack. Opponents say that the hike on single-family homes is too much. Home prices in San Diego County continue to hit records. The median home price in the region rose to a whopping $750,000 in June. That's according to new data from CoreLogic. The previous record set in May was $725,000. 1 year ago, the median price was just over $600,000. Prices are skyrocketing because of high demand, low supply, and low interest rates.
All right, we can't seem to shake this hot, muggy feeling that we have. If you're from the city of Houston like I am, then you probably are pretty used to this by now. You get the idea of what it's like in Texas.
Well, it takes us a year in San Diego, and you're not comfortable with humidity, right?
Right.
And most San Diegans probably feel that way. Even if you got here last week, you're probably wondering what is happening here. It is humid. The sky looks beautiful, though, from Del Mar to Alpine, and the humidity levels remain high. Dew points are in the low 60s, indicating it is muggy outside across our coast and then communities. A little bit drier in the mountains, which is helping stabilize the atmosphere this afternoon. Just to our south, there are a couple of thunderstorms. Everything that has been trying to build into the area is not doing much. We may see just a few spotty showers. If you switch it out to our Pinpoint Doppler Live, you can see most of those showers are happening in the upper levels of the atmosphere. However, we do have a better chance for tomorrow. I'll pinpoint exactly what to expect around the county.
And Coronado is trying to move forward with a housing plan despite the fact that it would allow far fewer new homes than required by state law.
We are essentially trying to comply with an absurd and not sensible state law.
That was Coronado Mayor Richard Bailey last month when the city council decided to come up with its own plan. Last year, the state ordered Coronado to plan for more than 900 new homes over the next 8 years. That's more than half that would be low-income households. The city is fighting that. Bailey says that number isn't realistic. He says it doesn't take into account how much space is available for housing, among other issues. And this week, the city council approved a plan that would allow only a third of what the state demanded. Our media partner at KPBS spoke with a housing advocate. He says Coronado is trying to avoid living up to the responsibilities the state is requiring.
And when Coronado says we don't have to do what the state told us, we don't have to do our fair share, we don't have to pull our weight, but everybody else does, what Coronado is saying is that we're special and that we don't believe that you deserve to live here.
Coronado sued the state over the housing requirement and lost. It is now appealing that.
Former congressional candidate Doug Applegate says he's going to run against County Supervisor Jim Desmond in next year's election. Applegate lost the closest House race in the country in 2016 when he fell to Congressman Darrell Issa. Applegate ran again in 2018, but lost in the primary to eventual winner Mike Levin. He's a retired Marine colonel who became a lawyer. Desmond currently represents District 5. That covers much of the North and East County from Carlsbad to Oceanside to Borrego Springs.